The late adopter. Guys, emergency is still unfolding. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything bullish just yet. Hopefully the bullishness will kick in and the emergency will be over. It is emergency right now because we are going to downside. We are also calling still 23, 24, 25,000 because we are not seeing anything right now that might invalidate that the move is towards downside. The good part is we have not broken the very most important level, meaning the trend line that's gonna drop us big time towards downside. So we are still sitting at some kind of support, but the bearishness is there, guys. On the charts, the bearishness is there. It is increasing day by day. You can also see that in the stock market as well. The question is, will we get the bullishness we need to pop towards the upside or not? So let's check it out. The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna start here on the weekly time frame because today is Sunday. We are closing the weekly candle down here on Sunday, and we said this might be actually a bullish candle, and I'm gonna explain to you why. So this over here, what's happening down here, this big doji candle that's happening. If this stays like this until the close, this might be very bullish because we got a big engulfing, sorry, not big engulfing, we got a big red candle up here with a doji in the middle with a big wick to the upside. This oftentimes can create something what we call morning doji star pattern, meaning that we get a big green candle towards the upside. This is some kind of a bottoming indicator as well on downside, by, you know, if you watch candlestick patterns, and that might happen. So I do like indeed this candle up here. Unfortunately, beside this over here, there is not much that are saying that we are very much bullish. On the weekly time frame, we still got higher lows, so all good. On the weekly time frame, we are still not breaking the very important support line down here. I think this is the support line. You know, there is other ways to draw this, maybe something like this towards the upside. You know, or we can argue which line is correct one, but you know, you can see that we are not breaking neither yet, so we are still good. We are still in some kind of option up here, right? But after this rejection up here on the weekly time frame towards downside, going back below all the moving averages right now, staying below there, the question is, are we just gonna pop right back up there or not? But the emergency is still in full effect. We are still very much bearish towards downside, and until something changes, we are not gonna change our stance. So let's go into daily time frame and see what kind of indication can we get to change the stance, and why are we still bearish even after yesterday's close. So yesterday's close was a very bad one. So yesterday we closed below the support down here. You can see here we went a little bit up, up here, you know, higher, but over here we closed below the support down here, which is a very bad move down here, right? So we closed below the support. Now the good thing is that we got some kind of divergence going on the daily time frame, so you know, it might pop us towards upside a little bit. You can see this bottom and this bottom down here goes towards downside, and these two goes a little bit towards the upside. So this, you know, bullish divergence on the chart right now. Unfortunately, this bullish cross is not yet kicking in on the MACD and so forth. So we are not 100% definitely, you know, popping to the downside. We have popped big time hard towards the support. Sorry about that. We dumped big time towards the support. We are holding this support some kind, but we are holding support on a bearish sentiment, in a bearish sentiment way, kind of, right? So this down here, this divergence might pop us a little bit towards the upside. You can see that, you know, 10, 20 and the 50 moving average are a little bit extend towards the upside. This is a daily time frame, so we might see some more movements here on the sideways before we actually drop on the downside, if we are going to drop on the downside, which I believe that's right now it's the most likely thing to look for right now. Especially after this huge, you know, rejection up here that I consider a very huge rejection. So we are back on the downside down here again. So we'll see how but the important thing, we are still at support. Nothing has yet happened. They tell us that this is gonna break because the structure has not broken yet. It's only when the structure breaks, that, you know, all hell breaks loose. All hell hasn't broken loose, but we are seeing the bearishness in the chart. You know, this over here was, you know, a rocket towards downside below the supports. This over here, continuation of this bearishness towards downside. This move up here breaking the support on the downside. Right now we are expecting a little bit, maybe a pullback towards the upside, some kind of consolidation here before this actually continues on the downside again. So nothing right now that is telling us right now that, you know, we are in any way, shape or form bullish. So we are waiting for that one move that's gonna do that. So what kind of move that's gonna be like? what do we want to see now? Previously, back here 3 days ago, we said we need to get back above the 42,000 to be bullish. 42. I still stand on that, because this is the 50 moving average, very important moving average. Let me remove the other moving averages up here so you can see here. It does act as both support and resistance on the upside up here. You can see here, tried to break 2 times up here, failed that. Once we broke up here, had a nice, you know, jump towards the upside. Over here we are back below it, getting rejected by that. So I would still say that 42 levels is a very important level to break towards the upside. So we might change our stance on the bearishness towards bullishness if we start getting some kind of engulfing candles here. If we start breaking some kind of resistances towards the upside, you know, those might be the first signs of bullishness towards the upside. Unfortunately, we need to get all the way back above the 42,000, close above the 42,000, stay above the 42,000 to be bullish. We are not quite there yet. Today is Sunday. As we said, there is small chance that this is gonna play out as some kind of a morning doji star. Unfortunately, these things are very unpredictable, and we only know it by the by the time it actually starts playing out. But right now, the pattern that we are looking at is bear flag down here, something like this, bear flag towards downside. The target is something like 23, 24, 25,000, give or take, still stands in place. Unfortunately, nothing more has happened beside that. I'm gonna keep you updated tonight. I did not mean to press that. Tonight we're gonna have a live stream again. You know, hopefully, you know, there will be some changes on the chart, either bullish or bearish. So we're gonna check that out. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on the way out, guys. My stance still fully bearish towards downside, and until something good happens, we cannot change the stance. You know, we gotta follow the chart, we gotta follow the sentiment. And right now, sentiment is very, very bearish, unfortunately. But as soon as they change, like that, the candlestick that changes that, we're gonna go like 100K tomorrow, guys. 100K tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. By the way, tomorrow 9 AM Central European time on the dollar, Bitcoin daily. Check it out as well. Bye bye.